Journal Entry 3, Princess Twilight Sparkle. Our first proper stop. 1 whole day of walking with short rests. This is our first camp. I'm going to need to get some sleep if I'm going to be able to keep my shield up as we make our journey. I wish I was as good at it as my brother, but Shining Armor got the shield cutie mark instead of me for a reason. I hope he and Flurry Heart are coping okay. Journal Entry 4, Pit Stop 2. We kept walking after 6 hours of rest. Pinky and Burnt Oak didn't sleep, and the rest of us barely did either. At least Spike can catch up on a little bit of sleep while I carry him on my back. As much as I'd love to put together a proper sleep and lookout schedule, we simply don't have the time. The beautiful, but still constant golden sunrise reminds me of that every moment. Journal Entry 5. We managed to pick up some long life supplies in an old corner shop. Journal Entry 6. Another rest, this time in a hayloft on a farm. Journal Entry number 7. Today. Journal Entry number 8. Journal Entry number 9. Journal Entry 14. We've made it a good distance to the Crystal Empire, and it's time these kids have a break. We're a hike away from the Crystal Empire, close enough to travel there in a few hours, but just far away enough not to worry about the frozen north, though you can still feel the bite of cold on the air. Most of what you can see for a few miles is just paddocks and basic farmland. We've stopped at a little homestead in the center of one of these acres of land. There are a few trees around to keep us somewhat hidden. Not completely hidden, but not completely exposed either. It has a lot of stocked up long life food and a well in the garden. The house is somewhat small, but that's completely fine considering the places we've rested in the past few days. And of course, considering how perfect this place is besides that. Maybe some pony could even get a full night of sleep here. There wasn't any pony here when we arrived, and no sign of a struggle either if you don't count the swing in the front garden being broken. It seemingly belonged to an elderly couple, based on the photographs inside. It looks like the swing was for their grandchildren. After we get a few hours of sleep, Fluttershy, Rarity, Pinky, and I are making the rest of the way to the Crystal Empire. We have to see what happened, and if Celestia and Luna aren't there, we'll head to Canterlot. Spike has begged us to let him come with us, but we're leaving without him tomorrow before he wakes up so he doesn't get any ideas as to follow us. I hate to leave a second brother behind, but one day he'll understand why it's for his own good.
Twilight? This house really is beautiful. I'm sure it was a very well-loved home. It's a shame to see it under the circumstances we're in, huh?
Yeah.
Do you need to talk about what's going on? You haven't had a moment to relax since Celestia and Luna told us we'd be taking over ruling Equestria. And I don't mean to interrupt if that moment is now, but I thought you might need some pony.
I can't believe I didn't ask them for help when we went to the Crystal Empire the first time. My family was in danger and my ego was too high to listen to my head. I made the decision to do this alone when in my heart I knew we weren't ready to do this without Luna and Celestia. And now my sister-in-law is dead and I left Shining Armor and Flurry Heart alone to go home, and I should have been with them. And the 2 strongest ponies in our group are missing, and I'm supposed to be strong now and I'm not. And if Applejack was here, she'd know what to do. She'd know what to say, and Dashi, I can't believe I thought I could handle ruling Equestria if I couldn't even handle Sombra. Maybe Discord was right to test me. Imagine what could have happened if something worse had come up. Is this the thing that's worse? Is this still part of his game, or did we push him into this by shouting at him? I'm sorry, Fluttershy. I know this is painful for you too.
I wish I had all the answers. I feel like if any pony should know why he did it, it should be me, but I don't. What you said about strength, about Dashi and Applejack being the strongest of us all. As much as I agree with you to some degree, if they've taught us anything, it's that being strong isn't just determined by brawn or putting on a brave face. You've just gone through possibly the worst experience of your life in the past 2 weeks. And you're still taking charge and making sure every pony around you is safe and healthy. If that's not a sign of a good leader, then I don't know what is. But helping others isn't all there is to it. You've got to give yourself time too.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You never have to tell me you're sorry for telling me how you really feel.